Miller, buddy, showing what we're doing or what we messed up on. What's up, YouTube? Well, this manifold, eBay manifold, will not work with internal wastegate. So I'm gonna have to buy an external. With the internal, it just hit everywhere. It didn't matter where I try to clock it, what I try to do. So we'll get the same turbo. It's got to be external. I mean, we could probably go a smaller turbo, but I'm not going smaller. Already bad enough it's Chinese, but you know, there's people out there like Sloppy and a bunch of other people that have success with them. I don't know. I just wanted to try it for a little bit. I don't got big hopes for it, but I'd rather do the spray thing anyway. But that's, you definitely have to run, if you're going to run that M12, you got to run the M12 Chinese turbo with external, not internal wastegate, and then there won't be no issue. 38 millimeters your wastegate. Well, yeah, we got that. And then I figured I'd show you guys this. This is how I'm going to do my drain. Come in here, we'll cut that about right there. Somewhere in there. That might, maybe right there. And what this is a pipe nipple. Steel pipe nipple. Fit right on there. It's tight as hell right now. Can't really do it with one hand, but fits in. I don't know if you can. This is just a little bit smaller diameter. But the main thing is that this is not smaller than the hose is, because if you put like a reducer up here, then you get blockage in the turbo and you get blow by and all kinds of shit. But you can get this for like $2. One of these nipples, 1/2-inch nipples. I think this is a 10A and 10, or might be a 10AN, which is standard as well. But just put a little tape on there, and like I do with my nitrous, I'll put some of the paste on. But that'll work. We'll weld that in there. It's the way I do it. Old school way, I guess. I guess I could hook up the feed and whatnot. A few things I could start doing to it. Tear the front bumper off. Start mounting the intercooler and whatnot. But I'd kind of rather have the turbo here so I can just whack it at one time. Really disappointing about that. Now, one thing I wanted to tell you guys was, you see a lot of this stuff on YouTube where people say like budget builds, and I mean, then you'll see like eBay kits for say like $900, $1,000, you know, which are complete shit. Right? I mean, I can't really. I'd have to say this manifold's junk. I'd say the turbo's junk. I don't know. We're gonna find out. But you know, you hear a lot of people say they did it for 600, and some people will say they did it for 600, but they had to half-ass shit. I mean, even to do it on a budget like this budget here, I was figuring it up last night, came to be like $2,000. I mean, you figure your manifold. I even got that manifold used. Your injectors, got them used. You got the fuel pressure regulator used, and this is my used figures. And then the hose and fittings and all that shit, that's expensive. Well, just a braided hose. This cheap hose here that I never cut yet, I will cut that. It's just waiting to get the right one so we can mount it up here on the wall. Neaten things up. Like I said, we got to get the bolts for the nitrous too, so everything's neat, just like the purges. But you got that, and then you got that fitting right here. You know, this fitting right here is like $20. It's a second gen fitting. All you gotta do is drill this out, second gen DSM. Just drill that out a little bit, and then it'll fit right in there. No leaks, no nothing. And then you got like a piggyback you got to buy. I mean, you could run like an FMU like we used to back in the day, but I'm not even going to get into that. Then you got to get like at least a piggyback. You should get like a standalone, or I would actually tell everybody to get a MS1, so it's easier for you when you first start tuning. But get it with the 3.3 board, not the 2.2. Right there, you can add stuff into it. over time. You can add some more stuff to it, but 3.3 will allow you to do everything you need to do for these cars. And there's tons of tech tips on them. I actually have one coming from Cam from Haggard Garage, Cam Courier from Haggard Garage. I got one coming from him, an MS. Now it's just a 2.2. Only does fuel. I'm pretty sure you can upgrade it to do timing, but that's fine. If it only does fuel, that's fine. I might run it with the Talent, not the Talent. If I keep the Honda, or if I run it with the RD, might run it with the RD and run an MSD again. Go through all that again. But I know I was almost close to last time. I know I'll get it right with the RDs. I mean, I had it right the last time. I just wasn't happy about it. To be honest with you, it was right. It's just I'm too picky, I guess. I don't know. I like to flip flop too. Don't know what I want to do. Really don't want to put turbo on this, but this allowed me to do some videos, and you guys get to see it. And I guess I'm gonna miss out now on September 11th down to Test and Tune, because I could take this off and buy nitrous, $200 worth of nitrous. I got fuel. I got 5 gallon, 116. But then there goes the $200 for maybe needs I may have for this to turbo it. Yes, I'd rather keep it nitrous, and we will. We just got to get set up for nitrous. Maybe even start selling some of the nitrous. That way there the cost is split, or somebody, one of the guys local maybe even wants to, if anybody wants to go half and half on a bottle, you know, if they want to get into nitrous, half and half on a mother bottle. I mean, I think it's like 120 a piece that way. And you get like 35 pounds a piece, 5 pound for waste, I'd say. Which is a lot cheaper. But who knows? I might do it that way, but more likely I'll do it and buy my own and just sell a little bit of it just to cover the cost. That's all I'm worried about. Right there don't cost me so much to run and film. I can film as much as I can for you guys. So we're definitely not going to make it there. And like I was saying about the budget builds, people say that stuff and it's like, man, I don't even know how they do it, because I mean, I went completely like eBay and all that. I guess they do it to like the bare minimums, where you know, turbo, intercooler, wastegate, drain feed, no AF, no adjustable fuel pressure regulator, probably FMU type shit. But you know, you don't want to do stuff like that, so I'm not even going to show you. But I may show you in the future how to boost a car like that. Thought about it. I had success, like I said, in years past doing that shit, back in the late 90s. Alright. Had somebody going past the house. I don't know who the hell it was. Oh yeah, it's like $2,000 in it. You know what I mean? So that's kind of what you want to call, I guess, medium budget. Not very low budget, medium budget. I mean, if you want to really do it legit, you're talking like 4Gs. Like I said, though, the best way to do it would be go like MS3 even. You know, not the MS1. But you can get the MS1 with the 3.3 board in it. But the real best bet would go MS3 3.3. MS3 with the 3.3 board in it. And I mean, you can literally get somebody to tune that. And a lot of places won't. Like the one place I want to go, they only tune Haltech. But I know a guy that does tune MS3. You know, Haltech's 1400. And then, you know, and then you got MS, which is like 600 assembled and like 450 or something like that to put it together yourself, 400. You know, because you got Y bands, you got all this shit that you got to buy. Like my Y bands for nitrous, so you wouldn't have to spend as much as I did, which was like almost $400. Well, I think it was like $330. I got it on sale. And dealt with a lot of BS with that, but you know, you can buy a Y band normally for like $160 or something like that. I prefer that company that I don't like to say their name, because they treated me like a jackass in my opinion, but whatever. It is what it is. I got a new system from him. It works. And the other one was a disappointment. It worked for like a month, if that. You have to run like 3 bottles through it, and it done fucked up. Weird. But what else was I going to tell you? Oh, and then the nitrous setup on this car. You talk about. I was looking at that, everything I got for that, and that's $2,000, right? And really, we should have a progressive controller on here, which is another 8, the 28. Because see what happened is now we're just smashing a 100 shot in. Progressive controller, we can come in and pulse it in, or feed it percentages. It's a lot easier on the engine that way. It's a lot easier on the engine that way. We got a lot of traffic on the road today. It comes in, and I think you can do a lot of stuff with them. I'm gonna get one. Trust me, I'm gonna get one. Can't really tell you when. This stuff's a lot of money. But I was figuring out what I got for this and what I got for the nitrous, and not even talking to build. You're talking 4Gs. Because people also seem like they forget to tell you that you gotta upgrade the clutch even on a budget build. You know what I mean? And tires. Because obviously if you're gonna not have that much traction anymore compared to stock rated tires. But you figure, both systems, we got 2Gs in it. We have about 4,000. We get everything tuned right. We'll come in on 100 shot and we'll run probably a little bit lower boost. Probably run a little bit lower boost levels. People keep bugging me. I don't know. I think we'll probably come in at like, well, it ain't really low. We'll come in at like 15 psi and then nail it with 100. If we can't nail it with 100, we'll back it down. But I don't see why we can't once we get it tuned. Probably get the Hall Attack, but I doubt it though. I'm probably gonna go with the MS. I don't know. Maybe hit Sloppy Mechanics up and see if maybe he'll tune it for me. If he ever has any time. That guy's a genius when it comes to these, LSs and Megasquarts. So he's out in Philly, towards Philly, I believe. Can't really remember. You have to watch his channel. He's amazing that guy only has 25,000, and there's other people that's got like 400,000. It's kind of unreal. Card channels, related card channels, and it's like, man, this guy's got so much knowledge. It's unbelievable. Bad news yesterday. A friend of mine, house fire while he was at work. Luckily his RD, I posted a video of his turbo RD before on here, and I think the cams of it. His house fucking caught fire while he was at work. Started in his neighbor's. I think it was electrical fire, he said. Car was good. Everything inside the house was basically ruined. He said the air ram. He's the guy that got the air ram for me. He said that was good. Even if it wasn't, I would have paid him anyway. Because, wow. He done dished out. Hard to tell how much he paid for it. I know I'm going to pay like 8 for it. So, he might have paid 7. I don't know. I know I told him I was going to, give him extra money on it. Somebody picks something up and they know you can't pay them for like a month. That's pretty damn nice of them. Now we got a bee out here. Look at this. It's always fun. I have to take care of that thing. Oh, swatted it out of here. He's back. He's pissed probably now. But yeah, so as far as the nitrous and the turbo, it's always about 2 Gs or so. I probably got more than 2 Gs in the nitrous, probably. I don't know. But we got a delay on the turbo. So once we get the wastegate and the turbo, we'll start this build. Got a gun drilling I'm going to Saturday, which will be pretty fun. hopefully win something like cash money so we can get this car going. I'd like to get you guys some videos of it rolling, but it's just been one crappy summer. And the guy's car I worked on, you know, dealing with that still. And he says he's going to make it right, but, you know, wouldn't you have done squared up with me by now? I mean, we traded that car, and I don't even have a title to it that he said he was going to give me it after he's done, so I don't know what's going on with that RD now. I'll probably, I don't know, I might have to file for a lost title or bandit title. It's been here for 2 months. I think you gotta wait 90 days. But, yeah, people, I mean, I don't think the kid's going to screw me, but who knows, he probably will. He gets screwed all the time in this business. You should just always get your money up front. I should have, if he wanted to learn and everything. And he thinks, I mean, he's got me trying to get a hold of the guy that the car is actually in. It's like he bought the car and he had the title here, but he never got the title done from the guy, and then he took the title back and gave it to the guy instead of going to go get the title done like I told him to. You know what I mean? That was a trade deal. He was supposed to put it in his name when I was done with his car. He put that one in my name, you know, labor for a car. So, and then I done put labor into it. Thank God, no money yet, but so who knows? I'll probably get screwed out of that car. I mean, I guess it'll be parts, but man, that's like completely rust free. So I don't know what I can do with the title. The kid that owns the car, he told me that he got the title back. So I don't know why it had to be sent away. That's just it's all fishy to me. I guess it happens in life. But, you know, he says said he got it back, what was it, yesterday or the day before? Day before yesterday, and he was going to put it in my name and have the guys that I did his car for bring it over, or he'd bring it over himself. And I haven't heard no more about it. Figured I'd give it a week. You know, whatever. It's life. You always get fucked. But I was really counting on getting all that stuff so I could get you guys some videos of that car. And, you know, what I should have done was just done cash. But I really don't. I'd rather do trades and stuff. Bargaining is just as good as money. I'd rather barter. But usually in barter you don't get screwed. I shouldn't have just did the work, I guess, until the title was here and then I seen it. It's what I should have done. But it is what it is. If it ain't something ain't done by next week, I'll just tell them to tow it up out of here. Well, actually, I'll have it towed up out of here and the guy's name that's supposedly getting the title, and then, you know, he can have the bill to it. You know, it ain't my car. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should just keep it and try to file for a title, or just take the motor and transmission out of it and a bunch of parts and at least get money that way. Motor and trans would fit for this. I'd like to try a 1.8 block, to be honest. A 1.8 block I think is just a tad bit shorter. So probably a little less meat in between the pistons. I don't know if they hold as much power. Unless it's just trimmed at the ends. Or maybe the decking is a little shorter. I can't remember. I don't think it's the decking. I think the block is a little shorter. But yeah, it happens. So I'm just rambling now. Can't get off subject what I wanted to tell you guys. Oh yeah, you know, you got, like, I don't know where these people buy fuel pumps either when they do these budget builds. You know, they're like $150 for a name brand fuel pump. You know, you don't want a cheap ass fuel pump in your car. You know, I'm trying to, and then you want a good flywheel to mate with your new clutch, and I'm trying a cheap clutch thing, and I can tell you one thing right now, it's not going well. I have to get a clutch this year, a good clutch. Buddy of mine has a sweet RD2, he's from out of Canada. He uses bully clutch, stage 4. I think they actually used his car to do the prototype on. He's all but 400 only on 91 octane, which is pretty good. They don't have 93, so that's all he can run is 91. That's pretty good. It's a built motor. I know it could run way more than that if you could put some better octane in it. Once we forge build a motor, we're gonna, man, we might not even do it. We might do it with the 1.8 setup and just try to run race fuel in it. Try to make 2 maps. You know, E85 map or C16 map, you know, or I don't run C16, I run Sunoco 116 octane, same damn thing, but I don't know, I just trust Sunoco, I guess, more. But I've been on here for like 20 minutes probably. Yeah, 20 minutes rambling. I'll let you folks go, those that made it to the end. But just a ramble video on some fails and how to correct and cost of a setup. There's so much stuff on here I can't even remember it all. When I delete it probably adds up in weight back again from the stuff you add back in. This wiring setup yet again, we're gonna get rid of this. We're gonna put fuse panels in the glove box. We'll run 1 power wire out into there, everything on relays and fuse panel. Yeah, we'll get rid of this haggard stuff. But alright guys, thanks for watching. Thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And if you have, appreciate you.